A certain cry of a deity was heard around Oni's palace one time of recently in the night, crying about Queen Naomi. The deity, as we all know, Yoruba people and their custom and tradition, and the king Oni of Ife happened to be the one in charge of the deity around his kingdom, because he's the king, so he's the one that is in charge. He's the one that assigned duty to the deities. He's the one in charge of the people who hears the voice of the deities. So and because Oni of Ife is the Arele Oduduwa, and the information reaching us is that around the palace of Oni of Ife, there are certain halls that belongs to certain deities, and so these huts are being maintained by Oni of Ife, and that is why certain times you see them doing a lot of festivals for each of these deities. So it is now said that one particular deity, so allegedly the information reaching us is that deity was crying all through the night, and a lot of people heard it, but because it was night they can't come out because they have no business with it. It's only Oni of Ife that has the business with it to shake what is really wrong with it. But then one Baba from Ibadan came the following day reporting that this deity traveled all the way to come and meet him at Ibadan, telling him that something is wrong, something is really making him not comfortable. I can't really use him or her because I don't know whether the deity is a man or woman. Our source didn't reveal that. So it was allegedly, we are informed that the Baba came to the palace talking about it, telling Oni of Ife that this deity came crying to me all through the night, saying it is not comfortable with something that is going wrong in the palace. And it was allegedly said that whenever the deity cried, that they cry to attract attention, they cry to talk about something, and it's only people who hear the gods are going to hear. It's not just everybody that is going to interpret. There are certain people that their job is to interpret or hear or understand what the deity cry is all about. So each time that deity cries, it means it's trying to point out something or trying to get attention for it to say what is on its mind, only to those, the mouthpiece of the gods, only to those who can hear it. So it was allegedly said that man traveled all the way. The man is into deity and all this stuff. He's a traditionalist, so the deity traveled all the way to go and meet him, and that is what he came to the palace of Oni of Ife to report. So when Oni of Ife and the chiefs and the old Baba went to the hut, there are, they said allegedly there are certain water that they used to put inside the pot, and the pot, they always renew the water each year they do festival about the deity, and the rule of that pot is that no one breaks it. No one ever dares to break it except it breaks on its own. And when it breaks on its own, it means that there is trouble in the kingdom, or there is problem, a very big problem that don't know how to surface or how to resolve it. So allegedly they said the deity has been crying for so long, So the Baba that came to inform Oni of Ife said that the deity traveled all the way to come and meet him and told him what is wrong, what is really happening that is making him uncomfortable. And because Oni also confirmed that the cry has been going on for some quite some time right now, and it's only people that are dedicated, people that are cleansed for it, people that are, I don't know, I'm going to put it, that it's only those people that can hear and actually interpret what it's saying. So people who are into spirits are the people that are going to understand this. Yeah, and allegedly, I heard that there's people that study spirit technology in school. I just heard about that, and I was amazed. How could it be? Because while I was in school, there was nothing like that. There was nothing like that. Because I don't know if they introduced it newly. They said people study spirit technology, and it's this kind of people that will actually interpret what any cry of any type of deity around them. So it was there that the cry went on for some time, and the Baba came to the Ile-Ife. And before the Baba came to Ile-Ife, the custodians, who people that are in charge of the deity, has already said they know that something is wrong, but they don't really know what is the actual thing that is wrong. So as the Baba from Ibadan and Oni of Ife and the custodians, the traditionalists, they went inside the hut, the particular hut that the cry is coming from. Oh, lo and behold, the pot was broken. And you know, when this pot is broken, it means problem. There is a very big problem. And what is left for them now is to find out what that problem is, what is making this deity uncomfortable and crying. Something must have triggered it. So they started their incantation, they started everything they do. You know as they take duam, the usual the traditionalists, they started incantating. After all the incantation and all the things they do, the mouthpiece of the gods now said that the deity is complaining seriously about someone that is supposed to be amongst them that is not there, and someone that the destiny has placed to be there, but due to manipulations and some stuff like that, the person is not there. That nobody will rest, nobody will live, nobody will be transferred, nobody will rest. There will be no peace in the land. The Kabiyesi will not rest, the eyes of the mouthpiece of the gods will not rest, the people of Ile-Ife will not rest until the chosen one returns back to her position. And who is that chosen one? You and I already know. It is Queen Naomi Chilekunola Ogunwusi, that she is supposed to be in the palace. That palace is her only secured and only safe place. That is her that is the palace is her identity, and the palace is her destiny. That since she's not there, no one is going to rest, no one is going to have peace. That is what allegedly, that is what the deity has been crying about. Okay, my correct people, come to think about this. Imagine when they say destiny. In fact, I don't even know what to talk about destiny, but all I understand here is that Oni and Queen Naomi are meant to be. No matter all these gospels that are going on the internet, or this saga, one day they will surely come back, and this is what the deity is saying again about her return. So you all can bear with me now that when God has blessed someone, no one can put you down. That wherever you are meant to be, if you are not there, things will not be fine there. Things will not go well. In fact, there will be no peace in that place except you are there. That is destiny for you. It's divine. No one can put down what God has planned. It is the plan of God that is better and is the best. And whatever he says, he must do. You can see a lot of men, when they chase their wives away for no just reason, they will have no peace. They can never have peace because they chase the wife of their life, their destined wife, away. The other woman may come every time, goes every time, fight every time, until that other woman returns. It happens, and that is God's way for you. So whatever God joined together, no man can put asunder. If you put asunder, which means there won't be peace. Look at Onife's life now. The reason why we are sharing all these stories, a lot of stories coming out from the palace of Ile-Ife, a lot of stories that more thousands and millions of stories are yet to come out, and it's coming out every day, is because there is no peace again. The women he married, the Queen Naomi that is not in the palace, is bringing a lot of gospels, a lot of fights and war in the palace. You get? So whatever God says someone should be, that is where you'll be. Whatever God destined for someone to be, that is what it will be. If you try to alternate it or adulterate it, you will find yourself in another way where you might not like. So you all can see that this world is full of irony. That is an irony of life. Queen Naomi Ogunwusi is the same woman that these people are fighting, and they say they're doing it for their gods, that this woman doesn't fit in, that she prays, she's a Christian, she prays too much, and her prayer doesn't fit in with the conformity of this place. That's the same woman that they think that is not good enough for their deity, is not good enough for their gods, that is going to spoil things for him, for them. It's the same woman that this same deity, these same gods are fighting for her to come back. This is irony. True, this is irony of life. So now the same woman that are fighting against with they think that their gods don't want, is the same woman that same gods is fighting for, to show you that destiny can only be delayed but not destroyed. And when someone is blessed, this Queen Naomi is a woman of grace, is a special woman, and that is why all these things are happening. She's destined to be the queen, and that queen she shall be. No matter how people fight, according to what the prophecy said, that she will still return. If she doesn't return today, she will return tomorrow. Even at old age, she will return, and destiny must be fulfilled. So that's why when the elders are trying everything possible to put her down, to pursue her out of the palace forever, to in fact to delete her from the palace, with the Oloris are fighting their own. In fact, you know, when someone is graced, fights come from everywhere. When someone is graced, a lot of gasbos keeps coming from everywhere, and they tend to chase the person and take the person away from the position that God has prepared the person for. But once the person is child of grace, and that person has a destiny to fulfill and a mission to accomplish and a vision to actualize in that particular place, there is nothing they can do. I say nothing they can do to chase the person. The person will keep winning, the person will keep finding his way back to the palace until everyone becomes tired. So this is a story of Queen Naomi Shinikola Ogunwusi. Forgive me if I can't pronounce it well, because I am not Yoruba, so I find it difficult to pronounce those names. And this woman is a story of this woman who you guys are seeing her story all over the internet. A graced woman, a woman of virtue, that even the traditional, even the gods want her, even the deity wants her. They say what is good for the goods is good for the gender. Nobody we no like better thing. So even while the people of Ile are thinking that her form of worship and religion is different from theirs, therefore they don't need her, you can imagine that is the same woman that the deity is crying for her to return to the palace and fulfill her destiny, to show you that it's only one true God. God is God everywhere, both in tradition, both in church. God is just one true God. One true God. So my correct people, I say, as information take reach me, I say make I drop am for una. I promise to be bringing more gist from the palace of Oni of Ife. Remember, it's alleged information because I do not live in the palace. So stay tuned. The least you can do is to like my video, subscribe to my channel, and most especially drop your comments on my comment section. Yeah, I keep saying this. Once we reach a certain number of subscribers here, I would be supporting you guys randomly with data. I know things are difficult. I will be supporting you with data, and I will only do that from my comments. I'll choose randomly from my comments and support you guys with data. So keep viewing, keep commenting, keep sharing your opinion. I like to share my opinion with you. So thank you for watching. God bless you, and bless your family. Have a nice day, and see you in my next video. I have a lot of stories lined up that you would like. Good night, and have a wonderful rest.